talk, but he not on the schedule. Ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest thing.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and off we go from Seattle. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, set!
Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Seahawks at 12-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 40 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Walker once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Prescott on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable third down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned second and long into not just a first down, but a huge play. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Prescott yet again. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the end zone, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
From his end zone, Smith on 3rd and long. Throw out wide to Walker. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to Walker on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. He completes this to Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Smith. Rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. Give to Walker on the read option. Room here to run. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here. He's got it with the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Play action now. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and 2, Smith.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Myers' kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time the first team taking 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Again, Dak going to keep it.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A second down throw for Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards to pick up there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 66 yards.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Smith.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Myers' kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Meanwhile, right the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. A give for Walker running right, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Walker.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Walker has it. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Smith. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check contact, check contact.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Dak. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That will bring up fourth down and an